Why are yummy things so bad for our health most of the time? Because the foods aren't inherently bad, they are just nutrient dense. Sugar is good because our brains need glucose or will die. Too much sugar causes weight gain and insulin resistance, but causes harm much more slowly than a complete lack of sugar. The same is true about fat and salt. Too much causes poor health outcomes over time, not enough causes illness and death in the short term. Most human beings that have lived and died throughout history were in greater danger of having too little salt, fat, sugar, and meat in their diets than too much. Gout, diabetes, obesity, and sugar-induced tooth decay used to be diseases of the wealthy. Today sugar is cheap and fresh produce is expensive, meaning that these are now diseases that disproportionately impact the poor. Why does heroin feel like a warm hug from your grandmother? And why do you steal her purse to buy it again? I dunno, have you tried watermelon? It's pretty yummy. Evolution takes thousands and thousands of years. And for the majority of human history, we had to worry about not getting enough food. Hence why sugar, fat, and salt are so appealing because of how important it was before. They weren't serving Big Macs back in medieval times. Nature's way of keeping us on our toes, I guess. It's a survival instinct. Before food was stupid plentiful, we had to search and work hard for it. Since food was sometimes scarce, we needed a setup that would prioritize our survival. This mechanism set us up to prioritize high-calorie foods by making them taste good and releasing dopamine when we consume them. I find chickpeas, broccoli, chicken breast, barley grain, and oatmeal extremely yummy. Overly cheese trash junk makes me feel like shit. We've hijacked our evolutionary dietary preferences, which helped us locate and consume things that were high in carbohydrates, lipids, and salt. The simpler the carbohydrate, the better, as that's easier to digest. Unsurprisingly, food that has purified versions of all of these is both really bad for you, but makes our brains go nuts. Because your body needs fats, carb, and proteins, also micronutrients. If you combine these macros, your organism will thank you by releasing happy hormones. In other words, you get high. Think about burgers, pizza, cake, and so forth. These things are bad for your health because the development of industrialized food surpassed our ability to adapt to the abundance and year-round availability. Also, chemicals and synthetic stuff to make the yummy things look better. They really aren't. It's eating a massive amount of things with high sugar or that are highly processed that becomes harmful. Also, things that are good for you don't have to taste bad. When you learn how to really cook for yourself, you'll understand. They are not bad per se. It's just a serving size thing. If consumed in consideration, tasty things are just food. Because life is cruel and the things that taste the best often come with the biggest health risks. Because fat and sugar are fantastic energy sources. When you're an animal that might go days before your next major meals, you'd want to consume as much of them as possible to store fat and not die of starvation. Unfortunately, we can't tell evolution, nah, don't worry about it, we don't need to enjoy sugar anymore, we got loads of food now, and our brains still get really happy over it to encourage us to eat more while it's available. It's not like we can't say no, but there are brain scans of people consuming sugar-rich things and the activity levels are crazy. We absolutely do have people addicted to it in modern society. Can't blame them either when it's in so much stuff, and we spent thousands of years evolving to crave it. They are not bad for your health unless you eat them in stupid quantities. There is a famous quote from a journo from the New Yorker, Alexander Woollcott, attributed to Frank Rand: everything good in life is either illegal, immoral, or fattening. Food is one such thing. Nothing is bad for your health, providing you have the will to control how much of it you enjoy. There are yummy things that are good for your health, you just gotta experiment. If healthy foods taste hella good, the population would be much more healthy. At that, has anyone tried broccoli cooked in butter? Easy answer. Those yummy things in the US at least are loaded with ungodly amounts of sugar, levels of which that aren't typically found in natural foods. Most of the corporations that create these types of foods use this to get people addicted to their products, which in turn generate a massive profit. Because they contain different types of oils that can cause health issues. Because they make people addicted using high fructose syrup and natural flavoring on ultra-processed food, which destroys your gut hormones that tells the brain you're hungry and full. Instead, these products stop the signal to tell your brain that you're full. So you eat until your stomach wants to explode. And just like drugs, your brain starts to crave for yummy stuff again. https://u2.bmq1peeuvzk sci equals nn ib sj4v2s igq. Cyanide.